Hi, I'm Hub Arkush along with Edholm with you from Pro Football Weekly, and we know a lot of folks out there are a little bit confused about what's really going on in the collective bargaining negotiations between the owners and the players in the NFL. So we thought we'd take the issues one at a time and see if we can break them apart for you a little bit and try and give some clarity. And let's just start right off the top with revenue. You know, Eric, some folks don't get the difference between total revenue and all revenue, but the revenue that we're talking about splitting up here is all revenue. About 80% of the total revenue, about 20% goes to teams locally where they can cut their own stadium naming rights, marketing deals, licensing deals, and some of the preseason revenue.
Yeah, it's very confusing because people aren't following the exact numbers. And I think that when you look at the big picture and what these guys are trying to do in terms of divvying it up, that $9 billion number is thrown out there a lot. But I think people don't quite understand the economics of the NFL. And it's even confusing to people in the room who are negotiating it too.
Now, as near as we can tell, it is in excess of a $9 billion industry, but about $8.2 to $8.4 billion is the 80% that they're arguing about how they divvy it up. And what happens there currently is the owners get $1 billion off the top for costs of building out the business, for new stadiums, whatever they have to invest in the future, and then the remaining money is split 60%, maybe more like 59.4% to the players and almost 40% to the owners.
And it's going to be interesting to see how that's arranged in the next deal. Obviously, the owners have talked about a $2 billion credit off the top. At one point, my source was saying they were asking for $2.4 billion. So, I mean, you can imagine they've come down a little bit, apparently, on their demands. They may have to come even a little farther. But they want that first credit because the NFL has said they think this could be a $15 or a $20 billion business in the next 5 or 10 years.
And allegedly, according to my sources, they're not asking to change the 60-40 split, or at least not dramatically, because they know they don't have a leg to stand on. The bottom line is it's the players who make the game. There are thousands of rich people out there who could replace these owners and maybe do a better job, but without these players, there is no NFL.
Well, I know the owners are a very tight-knit group. You know, they don't let just anybody in their club, but you're right. I mean, this is a situation of unique talents that the players own. I think the owners do realize that, but they're still pushing for that big chunk off the top to pay for their brand new stadiums, their billion-dollar stadiums in some cases.
Now, there's only two places that they can generate new revenue. That is to create new marketing lines of revenue, build new, bigger stadiums, or to play more games. And that's where you get the 18-game season. We're going to get into that one for you in just a little bit. But for now, for Pro Football Weekly, he's Eric Edholm. I'm Hub Arkush. Follow us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, right here at ProFootballWeekly.com and on our Twitter accounts as well.